Hello and welcome back to FEW Showdown, our final showdown before All Out War. Last week we saw Jessica Walsh defeat Jade Connors despite Megan's interference. We saw Bob win by DQ against Shard thanks to Ian Parker getting involved. We saw Fantasy Warfare become number one contenders for the men's tag titles. We saw... Fuck, well, I've already forgot last week's show. We saw Abigail Foster defeat Isabel Holmes and earn herself the spot in the number one contention match for the Apex title at All Out War, a match which already contains Madison Weaver, Amelia Drakeford, and Caitlin Palmer. And then we saw Born in the Darkness defeat Thomas in a 2-on-1 handicap match thanks to Brothers of Darkness getting involved. Matchup which was meant to be a tag match, 2-on-2 tag match, but Queen Hayden was taking it early in the night. And obviously the interference later on with Brothers of Darkness has led to the All Out War match being created for this year, the 8-person tag match, and we're still waiting on to find out who joins Thomas and Queen Hayden. But now we are looking at tonight's show, which kicks off and Protects the Kingdom taking on Ice Cold Witch. Protects the Kingdom, of course, defend the titles against Shadowfire at All Out War. One of the 3 matches we've already got locked in for that show. We'll have a few more locked in by the end of the show, don't worry. Luke Ventura then takes on Allister Farfax. Farfax, of course, is a handpicked opponent by Arthur Wayne. If Luke Ventura defeats Farfax in this Battle of the Giants, then Luke Ventura will face Arthur Wayne at All Out War for the Undisputed title. We have Callum Watson in action against King Morgan. We have the FEW tag titles on the line between Fantasy Warfare and Stud Express. Then our main event, the advantage match for All Out War, which of course is now, obviously, which I stated last week, has become a championship match as well. So the Undisputed FEW Women's Championship, the Apex Championship, and the advantage for All Out War is on the line between Luci and Queen Hayden, and that makes that main event so much bigger. It's not just a double championship match, it's the advantage match. So you either walk out champion and have that advantage for your team, or you walk out the loser and your team now has their back against the wall at All Out War. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to all these matches, but that main event is just our biggest advantage match ever. So, I mean, we've only had like 3 advantage matches in the FEW. We didn't do one the first year round. I don't think we did. I know we did 2 last year. We had obviously the women's one and we had the men's one, but this one just is got to be the biggest one we've done. So I'm going to shut up and we can get straight into the show so we can get to that advantage match, because we're going to kick off, as I said, Protects the Kingdom taking on Ice Cold Witch, reigniting an old rivalry. Right, first time these two teams have actually squared up in months. Remember correctly off the top of my head, last time these two teams collided in the centre of this ring had to be Christmas Brawl. Had to be. I think it's the first time I've gone 2-on-2 this year. I'm just double checking through past notes here just to make sure, as the FEW Women's Tag Team Champions Protects the Kingdom make their way to the ring for this 2-on-2 matchup with the former Women's Champions, Ice Cold Witch. Yep, I'm going through my notes here, and this is the first time they've met since that Christmas Brawl rematch where Protect the Kingdom obviously retains the women's tag titles. And here comes 2 former champions. Of course, Ice Cold Witch held those women's tag titles for exactly 92 days. Whereas Protects the Kingdom are approaching 211 days as champions. Protects the Kingdom, of course, though, are in action at All Out War, where they'll be facing Shadowfire looking to become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. Of course, we have a tag team action still heading your way later on tonight on the men's side, as Stud Express put those FEW tag titles on the line against Fantasy Warfare. Similar matchup that we haven't seen since December. Obviously, unlike that one, this one is a non-title tag match. So let's see if Ice Cold Witch can kind of make a statement and remind people that they are former champions and they want another shot at being the top of this division. And it is Ellie Frost starting us off with Sarah Hawk. And it's Ellie who lays out Sarah with a kick there. She quickly tags in Kate. Comes crashing down. Oh, a double kick. One from behind, one from the front. Yeah, I don't know. I think Kate forgot that she was tagged in there because she just kind of climbed back out and then realised, oh wait, no, I'm the legal one here. Now Atlas is being forced to watch as Kate is just absolutely stepping on Sarah Hawk and preventing her from getting out to her partner. Which Kate with a drop kick there takes out Sarah and now tags Ellie back in real quick. Oh, stomp to the underside of the leg. Crossbody. And now Sarah looked to get out of the fight, but Ellie quickly kick out at one there. She quickly cut her off from her tag partner. And completely cuts her off by sending her all the way to Kate. But Sarah prevents any sort of tag out. And instead lands a knee. And just spikes her down. This is her opportunity to get out. But she's not getting out just yet. She's going left and right in a drop kick. And now she's looking at getting out. And she does. She tags an Atlas Dragon Shield. Sends Ellie into the rope. Elbow straight to the nose. Looking to end it. One. Kick out at one though. Ellie was literally right next to Kate, but Atlas was like, yeah, no chance in hell. And she just drops her over the knee, gut first. Tags Sarah back in. Oh, dropkick from Ellie there. I mean, this duo, Protects the Kingdom, have easily been one of our best women's tag teams that we've had. Well, that we've brought in, I should say. See the likes of Ice Cold Witch, Cosmic Anarchy. Teams like that were obviously already here. They just had to be formed. Whereas Atlas and Sarah came in as a tag team. And it's understandably why they are currently the tag team champions, because they are just incredible to watch and unstoppable. I mean, Sarah's being stopped right now, but well, she's being stomped, I should say. Eddie tags back in. But Sarah has that agility factor and that lethal kick that can knock anyone out. Whereas Atlas has that strength advantage. Oh, there goes Ellie. Atlas, of course, has that strength advantage of a majority of this women's roster. Oh, now that goes the jaw. Cheeky old jawbreaker. In comes Atlas. Stomp to the face. Surprised Atlas hasn't stayed in this match a bit more. I mean, I'm surprised she tagged Elliot when she did, because for the second time she's come into this fight, she's in full control. She just football kicks away for Ellie's face there. And forces Ellie to roll out of the ring. But the suicide dive lands perfectly to wipe out one half of Ice Cold Witch, but Ellie straight back to her feet, and Hurricane Rana's Atlas for that table. Okay, free from the official. Ellie sends Atlas back in. But Atlas is back to her feet. That means nothing. Ellie drops her again. Looks to use the rope here for a step-up kick to the side of the head. First time in this match, but Atlas looks to be the one that's struggling. Sarah there, you can see she was trying to reach out to her partner. But she's being cut off right now by Ellie Frost. Sends her back into the corner. Oh! Kate gets taken down by Atlas, but that may have cost her. Double stomp to the gut. 1. No, just a 1 count. Oh, Ellie with a kick to the face there. Tags in Kate. Here they go. Double super kick to the face. Was Atlas to crash to the floor. Kate using the rope. Kick to the face. Again, rope. Drop kick this time. Look, oh no. She's going to look to fly at a standing Atlas. Atlas is up. Atlas is down for a drop kick. Again. Tag cut off. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Kate quickly dove for a pin to stop Atlas from reaching out to Sarah. The elbow to the temple there. Atlas with a counter and a clothesline. This could be a moment to get back into this. And there she goes. Those chops and punches. Using the rope. Knee straight to the nose. But Kate quickly with her own counter. But Sarah is tagged back in. Kate, I think, was looking to take down. Oh. She's up. And she's down. Ellie with a counter there. Oh, the save, I should say, there. Rest warning her, get out of the ring right now. Sarah sent Kate back into the path of Atlas. And we know what time it is now. It's time to protect their kingdom. Down she goes with that massive powerbomb. 1, 2, 3, and it was enough. Protects the kingdom, to get a bit of momentum for this upcoming tag title defense against Shadowfire. And talk of the devils, here comes Shadowfire. Kate Benson and Lydia Erickson looking at those tag titles, thinking they're coming home with us at All Out War. Next up, we have a potential match in the making for All Out War. All Luke Ventura needs to do is go through Allister Farfax. The hand-picked opposition by Arthur Wayne. The current Undisputed Champion, who seems to have left his belt in the back. Told Arthur, if you want to attack me, okay, it's fine. You want a match? Let's see you earn it. I pick your opponent. You beat him, then I'll give you a match. I'll put the title on the line for you. You lose, then as long as I'm champ, you can basically fuck straight off. But Luke did not back down and said, fine. I'll see your opponent on Showdown. After, of course, closing in on 67 days as Undisputed Champion. So far has a successful title defense under his belt after defending against Lucifer at Recall. But if Luke Ventura gets a matchup tonight, are we looking at a new champion at All Out War? It's the most David versus Goliath championship match I think I've seen in a long time. Because this is one big individual. Of course, Luke Ventura debuted during the Birthday Rumble. Didn't make as much of an impact. I mean, he came in during that segment, which was just giant after giant after giant, where I very much felt sorry for Tobias at the point. But then he had his first Showdown match, which was a triple threat fight, which ended in a victory. Can he pick up his first one-on-one singles match tonight, and in the process earn himself a match for Arthur Wayne at All Out War? Both men over 6 feet, close to 7 feet tall. And it's Luke who strikes first, but Allister Farfax brushes him off. And the ref has got his hands full here, because this is just giant versus giant. I mean, this is probably a bigger giant versus giant match than when we had Greek Giant versus Farfax. Because Greek Giant was never as tall as Allister Farfax, but Luke Ventura, I think, just about slightly above him. Got a pin attempt here. What? Oh, no. Turns it around. What? Oh, no. Can you at least get a 1 count so I can actually say 1, not to go... Clothesline from Farfax. And to knee as well. Luke roaring at Allister there. I think Arthur was attempting to grab Luke by the foot there. Ref needs to keep an eye on him, in my opinion. So he'll do anything to try and get out of a potential match with Luke Ventura. I mean, you can't blame him, but at the same time, submission attempt here. He's a champion, he needs to be a fighting champion. And if he's refusing to fight, then that kind of means he's not really a worthy champion. And a worthy competitor to be the face of FEW. Ventura heads out for a few seconds, not too sure why. Oh, they bounce off each other. It's Luke Ventura gets flattened there by Farfax. 1. Finally a 1 count. Oh, punch to the guts sends him flying. Into the rope. Lifts him up and throws him over the top of him. I mean, the height there that Luke Ventura flew. And Arthur Wayne is enjoying what he's seeing right now. What's he up to now? He's removed the turnbuckle, ref. And the ref spotted it. Using the rope there to land a big boot to the face. And Luke wisely rolls out the ring. Farfax is straight after him and just choke slams him single-handedly. I think it was less of a choke slam, more of a face slam. He pretty much had him by the face rather than the throat. There you go again. Single-handed face slam, I'm going to call that. Count 4 from our official. As Farfax puts Luke back into the ring. Thankfully, the ref has put the turnbuckle pad back on, so there's not going to be any damage from that. Oh, looking for a chokeslam, I think. But Luke with a counter. And he just drops Allister Farfax to a massive spine buster. And now he's in an argument with Arthur Wayne, I think he's drew a weapon from under the ring. And this is giving Farfax the chance to get back up. Yeah, he's got a baseball bat and he just dropped Luke Ventura. That was Luke's moment, in my opinion. And it was cost. Oh, neck breaker by Arthur Wayne. Again, trying to coward his way out of a match here with Arthur Wayne. Luke Ventura, sorry, went through everyone fucking there. Here we go, pin attempt. 1. Kick out at 1. Once again by Luke. Oh, rakes at the face. But Luke Ventura with the counter and a huge shoulder tackle. Here we go. Looking to end it. Out cold. Goes for the pin. 2. Okay. His hand is on the rope, so Arthur Wayne does the right thing there, but just stop sticking your nose in this matchup. That was Luke's moment for victory, but then again, Luke would maybe argue he's not the type of person that would want to be obviously a cheat to win a match, and here we go. I mean, what's Arthur Wayne doing there? He's not even watching. He was expecting the 3 count there. He's like, yeah, I'm not even going to watch. And that obviously didn't go as planned. And he's still arguing with someone in the crowd. As Luke Ventura just drops as a Farfax with a big boot. And again. Okay, Luke's copped him this time. Down he goes. I mean, he caught him that time messing with that turnbuckle pad. And so did the ref, really. Oh, clothesline. And the ref is telling him there, he goes, that's it. You're out of here, that's right. Referee does the right thing and just about moves out the way of that. But Farfax clattered into that exposed turnbuckle pad. So Arthur Wayne can obviously get blamed for that later. Luke is attempted to fight here for his life. But now it's officially a one-on-one fight. There's no Arthur Wayne costing him now. Clothesline just drops Allister Farfax. He's gone to the top rope. Lands an elbow drop, and that may have us knocked out. I mean, look at that. Bam, straight across the face. Threw him back in the ring. He's looking to end it again. Once more. This time a massive power bomb. 1, 2, 3. It was enough. Luke Ventura will now face Arthur Wayne for the Undisputed FEW Championship at All Out War. Next up, King Morgan and Callum Watson finally going one-on-one after what Watson did at Recall. King Morgan is just waiting for him there to get to the ring, and it looks like he's chickening out and sending Daniel Baxter once again. Before Baxter and King Morgan were done their one-on-one encounters, but Callum Watson says, no, Baxter's having this match, I'm not having it. I don't want to have this fight, he can do it. So Callum Watson has chickened out this fight and sent his friend, Daniel Baxter, once again to face King Morgan. The ref said, right, that's it then, okay, we'll just ring the bell, and both men collide, and it's Daniel Baxter this time who stands tall to start this fight. Elbow to the spine. No, kick to the face. And King Morgan did not like that one bit. Got the arm locked in here. Locked in tight. Oh, yanking it out its socket. Nice takedown from King Morgan there, and lands a clothesline as well. Using that aggression wisely. needs to be careful not to use it too much because that could cost him. He just drives down Daniel Baxter right in front of Callum Watson. He's saying, you don't want this match? Fine. I'm going to beat the living crap out your friend. And Watson is messing with that turnbuckle pad, and the ref is not watching because he's watching Daniel Baxter push King Morgan into the other side. He splits him apart. Baxter puts him straight into the corner. Watson with Morgan with a counter. And he just sends Daniel Baxter straight into that turnbuckle pad. Callum Watson exposed. 1, 2. Baxter gets the shoulder up. Oh. Maybe looking for a German suplex. Maybe looking for stars and stripes. But Daniel Baxter realised that. Managed to counter enough. He's got a hold of his neck right now. Looking for a submission maybe. But King Morgan managed to counter his way out of it. And again, sends Baxter, this time throat first, into the exposed turnbuckle pad. Drops an elbow to the face. And Callum Watson's just threw in a kendo stick. Referee needs to get that out of the fight as King Morgan is heading up. And heading down with a huge clothesline, Daniel Baxter. Look, there's the rights and lefts and a knee just busted open Baxter. Face first off that steel post. I mean, in terms of one-on-one encounters, I mean, they're now, what? One-on-one in 2024. This year, Heartbreaker, Requel. So, Heartbreaker, Proving Ground. Oh, submission attempt here. Not Heartbreaker. Showdown meant there were 2 apiece. Morgan, of course, one burst spectacular and Requel. So it's 4-2 so far. So the submission is now locked in. But Baxter with a counter. Oh, unique counter, I should say. So he realises if he loses it tonight, he's gone 5-2 in one-on-one encounters with King Morgan. Rolls him up. Looks for a cheeky quick one. Kicks out. Stomp to the face. What's Callum Watson up to? He's after that turnbuckle pad again. Then Baxter tells him to get to his feet. Referee dealing with the turnbuckle pad again as Baxter launches King Morgan. There goes right and a chop. Oh, I think he poked him in the eye, but the ref was not looking. We couldn't have a go at him for that. And King Morgan with the counter. Oh, here we go. Spy shot. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, Baxter gets a shoulder up. King Morgan, though, eyeing up the ankle lock. And he locks it in, squeezing the hell out of Baxter's foot. Baxter has nowhere to go and he's forced to tap. King Morgan extends his winning run over Daniel Baxter. What's next for Callum Watson? Because King Morgan wants Watson one-on-one. But Watson is worming his way out of it. And it's time for a back-to-back main event matchups. 2 championship matches heading your way. First, a semi-main event. The FEW tag titles. The challengers, Fantasy Warfare, aka Jean-Pierre and Dorogak. We haven't had a sniff at the tag titles since an episode of Showdown, obviously in December last year. They beat Mystery last week to earn themselves this matchup. And they go 2-on-2 for FEW Tag Team Champions. Stud Express, aka James and Connor. Who, if they win here tonight, will go 428 days as champions, since they haven't got a title defense at All Out War. They need to, if they want to obviously eye up this obviously third reign of Alex and Ari, which was 546. They need to win here tonight. I mean, they've done it over Fantasy Warfare before, but can they do it again here where it counts? Wait, even more than then, because at that point, yes, they were probably still eyeing up the possibility of getting obviously this record, but at this point now, they are very close, only a couple of months away from the record. So they need to win tonight. I think the fans have faith in them. And that is what is on the line. Of course, other main event to follow this is for the FEW Women's, obviously the Undisputed FEW Women's Championship and the Apex Championship. Winner takes all matchup, which is obviously, of course, also an advantage match for All Out War. But at the moment, we're fully focused on these tag titles. The Studs opted for the match on Showdown rather than All Out War. I saw it as, well, we'll have a nice weekend off. We'll get it out of the way and done with on Showdown and give the fans this mega main event. And we'll put our feet up for a bit. But can they do it? Or will Fantasy Warfare walk out your new tag team champions? Oh, excellent dropkick there from Connor, preventing Doragak from getting any momentum really straight away. And James is quickly tagged in here. It works on the arm. I mean, I think Fantasy Warfare thought they were being smart by sending Doragak in as the opening combatant in this match, thinking, oh, he had the strength advantage over both of these tag team champions, but it's kind of backfired here because the Studs, who quickly tagged Connor back in, double shoulder tackle there. I find it pretty easy, if I'm being perfectly honest here, to counter Doragak's strength. And you can chalk that up to experience or just general smartness, as Connor lands that a really good crossbody there and prevents any chance of Doragak reaching out to Jean-Pierre. Really smart from the Studs tonight. Back to back to back to back. Tags in and out. As James lands an exploder there. And again, cuts Doragak off from his partner. What's James got in mind? I thought he was going to maybe for a senton because he likes them. Instead, clubbing elbow practically to the top of the head. 1, 2. I would say that was a save from Jean-Pierre, but personally, I think Doragak got his shoulder up just in time. Oh, okay, here we go. Doragak finally managed to turn the tide in this war. I mean, realistically, he probably should tag his way out because he's had the shit kicked out of him for the past, 2 minutes now. But he just drops James, the side slam there. And now he's wisely tagging out. Yeah, Jean-Pierre is officially the illegal combatant. But James, the counter there, preventing Jean-Pierre from getting momentum quick. German suplex as well. Perfect German suplex from James. And a knee to the bridge of the nose there. Oh, James with a step up. I thought Jean-Pierre had actually dodged that for a second. But the look at that there. James turned mid-air to land that kick to the side of the head. And then gets kind of tagged in. Some more tandem offense. And a double back body drop. As Connor... Oh, Jean-Pierre got out of the way. That was a good attempt at a move there for Connor. As Jean-Pierre tries to roll him up here. One. Kick out. That moonsault, if that had landed, that would have been a backbreaker. But Jean-Pierre managed to just get out of the way. And now he's taking Connor down. Oh, cheeky spin there. Doragak is back in. Connor is lying in wait. Rights and lefts and an elbow. But Connor's not realised Jean-Pierre has just tagged straight back in. Well, I mean, he does now. As he gets a face full of rope. And a face, well, throat really full of knee there. Doragak tags back, gets tagged back in. 1, 2. Here's a neck breaker for you. Here's a kick to the spine. And there's an elbow. Tags. I think he wore himself out a little bit there, Doragak did, and is that to quickly tag back out and get the still much fresher Jean-Pierre in, who's kicking Connor back to the canvas, and Connor trying to get some wiggle room here, and he's rolled out the ring. But that's just kind of cost him because he's been sent even further out. But then again, Connor would prefer to be in that position because it gives him that opportunity to do this and roll Jean-Pierre up. But Jean-Pierre kicks out because the ref was not quick enough there to begin the count. Sends him into the rope. And Connor with that patented elbow and kick up, and he's going up. He's looking to follow. Oh no, he's not. I thought he was going to follow it up with another elbow, but from the top rope. Instead, crossbody brings down Jean-Pierre. Connor's trying to roll the crowd up. He just realised Doragak has become the legal man now, and Doragak has him up in a fireman's carry. Face first that turnbuckle. What a way to kick off our back-to-back main events with this FEW Tag Team Championship match. Oh, kind of prevents Doragak from getting the tag out there. And sends him all the way back to his corner. And gets James in. Because you know what time it is. It's time to go all aboard the Stud Express. Well, not even a 1 count. The save there from Jean-Pierre. And James is angry. Because that was a victory moment there. Connor is tagged back in. And clatters himself, James and Doragak, over the rope there. I think James just about hung on to the bottom rope. Connor's telling him, get back to your feet. Come on, let's do this. Oh, straight to the gut with the knee. Follows up with a driving elbow as well. He's going to go for another crossbody. Yeah, he does. Lands it as well. Perfect. 1, 2, 3 was enough. Personally, the all aboard was it for me. I think that was the victory moment. The Doragak was just kind of out on his feet the entire time following that move. That's why a simple crossbody was all it took to end this, and for Stud Express to retain the FEW Tag Team Championships as they hunt to become the longest reigning Tag Team Champions in FEW history. A few more months and that record will be theirs. Now it's time for that the second of our mega main events. The advantage match for All Out War, which is also for the Undisputed FEW Women's Championship and the FEW Apex Championship. It is a winner-takes-all match where the winner will be the double champion and also earn their team the advantage for All Out War. And we still don't know exactly who is going to join Queen Hayden and Thomas at All Out War. Of course, we have our complete set for Born in the Darkness. Of course, we have the Brothers of Darkness who are backstage somewhere right now. Of course, they are teaming up with Luci and Lucifer to represent Born in the Darkness. So can Luci obviously earn more momentum with another victory? Will be back-to-back victories for her. And not only that, can she obviously earn Born in the Darkness the advantage, which will near enough guarantee them the victory at All Out War. And can she become a double champion and dish out some damage to our current champion, who's already struggling following the attack last week, which wrote her out of the main event. That mixed tag match we were supposed to have to cap us off last week, of course, cancelled due to Lucy's attack backstage. That's what led to it being a 2-on-1 handicap match. And here comes our current champion, our current double champ, Queen Hayden, being accompanied by our former Undisputed champion, Thomas.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't want to be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine.
Will her reign continue here tonight? I mean, if it does, which obviously guarantees she'll make it past All Out War as champion, since she hasn't got a championship match at All Out War. If I get the championship stats up real quick. There they are. I mean, if she wins here tonight, she will hit 1,037 days at All Out War as FEW Women's Champion. And this will mark her 24th successful defense if she can do it. Whereas the Apex title, she can make it to 64 days and have 3 successful defenses to her name. Now, of course, a victory here tonight will actually make her the most successful defending champion in FEW history. Because if she wins here tonight, technically speaking, she would have successfully defended that Undisputed title and the Apex title. So her current score of 25 successful defenses will become 27, which will surpass, obviously, Thomas, who's out there tonight, who's currently at 25 successful defenses, who will have a very, well, pretty much our most declarated champion in terms of days and just defenses in general. Of course, Queen Hayden, a victory with the Apex title here tonight will draw her level with Tori's last reign as Apex champion. So technically, in a single reign, she can surpass her with a victory here tonight. I do believe by the time... No, she won't. But I do believe by the time we get to the... Actually, possibly, maybe. I don't know. I'm not too sure there. But Queen Hayden is firing here with kicks left, right, and centre. Going for an early victory here. 1. Kick out at 1 though. Trying to catch Luci off guard. Luci, of course, in her first ever one-on-one match in FEW. She debuted, of course, 2 weeks ago, attacking Thomas. Obviously, a debut match, of course, was a handicap match, a 2-on-1 handicap match. But this is technically debut one-on-one match. And her first ever championship match. And it's a double championship match, really. That dropkick has rattled her. And that elbow is going to do even more damage. As Queen Hayden looks at the pin. 1, 2. Kick out just before 3. Stomping on that wrist. Preventing any chance at locking in some submissions or just grasps. And here comes those headbutts, those brutal headbutts by the Queen. I mean, Lucifer's trying to get behind Luci to get her to get up and fight. Drop kick, because this is not just a massive match for her, it's a massive match for Born in the Darkness. 1. Get 1. Because that all-out war advantage is on the line. Oh, drop kick to the leg. Of course, this marks our 3rd ever all-out war advantage match. Of course, we hosted 2 last year. Don't think I actually hosted one the year before. I don't remember hosting one the year before. Now, here comes the lefts from Luci there. I'll actually double check for you on that stat. Oh, submission attempt here from Luci. But Queen Hayden gets out of it. One, 2, kick out. And Luci's looking to end this here. Oh, submission locked in. That dreaded chokehold is locked in, but she couldn't get a proper grasp on it and was forced to release. No, I don't think we hosted one the year before. So 2 last year, only 2 before this. Just one all-out war match this year. You know, it kind of made sense just having 1 advantage match. But of course, we had to go big with it. Elbow drop from the top rope. We're only doing 1, but we've got to go big with it. And a title match made sense. And since Queen Hayden hasn't got to defend it all-out war, it makes sense. She defends here, and here she's pissed right now. Laying into Luci. Oh, gets kicked right in the face, though. Queen Hayden works her way back to her feet. Oh, here we go. That Queen's tower straight off the turnbuckle as well. Trying to get away as far away from those ropes as humanly possible. Oh, here we go. Lucifer sticking his nose in here. Trying to distract, and it's allowed Luci to gather herself and get back to her feet and land that brutal clothesline. But this is... I mean, this is happening live right now backstage. This is... Alex and Ari and the Brothers of Darkness going 2-on-2. I'm told this started about a couple of minutes ago. We finally got some cameras back there as Ari wipes out Victor there. I was told in my ear that they weren't really going to bother bringing us to this unless they got the cameras out. They weren't going to even notify me, but the cameras are out there and Brother Victor just drops Alex. I think we just found out who's joining Thomas and Queen Hayden at All Out War. I think it's a draconic reunion. I mean, Alex and Ari never miss an All Out War matchup, so it makes sense that they want to go to keep that record alive. So Ari fights back against Brother Darren. Brother Victor wails away at Alex and it sends him over there. Ari, a brutal powerbomb onto the concrete. We had to get back to the action here. We could have stayed there all day because no one's going to get in between those two teams just brawling. I'm being told Alex just got put through a car window backstage. But the more important thing is here, as these two are fighting for their lives and fighting for those women's championships. And they're just too even. I'm just being told Ari got some revenge and just wizard kicked Brother Darren through a car, for obviously the exact same car's window, back window I should say, and everything's just oh, Thomas has just been booted out, and so is Lucifer by the look of it. It is all kicking off right now. It's not backstage, it's kicking off here. And Queen Hayden just drops Lucy with a big boot instantly. One. Kick out though. There's so much going on that I'm losing track. We've had the Brothers of Darkness and Alex and Ari going to war outside and just absolutely destroying each other. Destroying multiple cars from what I'm being told. And then out here we've got Lucifer and Thomas being booted out the matchup due to arguing. And here we go, another Queen's Tower. That's the second one tonight, and there is no Lucifer to distract her. 1, 2, 3. She retains the titles. Not only... Oh, Lucifer's just come back out in there to check on Luci. Not only, though, has Queen Hayden retained the titles, she has earned the advantage for her team, which now consists of Thomas, Alex, and Ari. They have the advantage at All Out War, and they can choose what they want to do with that advantage. And that is it for our final showdown before All Out War. A showdown which saw Protects the Kingdom defeat Ice Cold Witch once again. But obviously Shadowfire appeared on stage to remind Protect the Kingdom that, well, you have a championship to defend at All Out War, and we're going to be ones to take those titles from you. We then saw Luke Ventura defeat Allister Farfax and earn himself the shot at the Undisputed Champion Arthur Wayne. We then was meant to watch Callum Watson take on King Morgan, but Callum Watson was like, no, I've got a better idea. And he sends Daniel Baxter out once again to continue this rivalry with King Morgan, but King Morgan put Daniel Baxter down once again. We have an interesting matchup heading your way All Out War shortly. Which obviously, so I'll get into shortly. Obviously, Stud Express defended those FEW Tag Championships successfully, defeated Fantasy Warfare. Then our main event saw Queen Hayden defeat Luci to retain the Undisputed FEW Women's Championship and the Apex Championship, and earn her team the advantage for All Out War. And the team is officially now Thomas, Queen Hayden, and Alex and Ari. Obviously, the reunion of the former team known as Draconic Kingdom, because obviously Thomas and Lucifer both were out obviously at ringside for the matchup, but in the end it was the fight going on outside that drew everyone's attention. Alex and Ari fighting with Brother Darren and Brother Victor, which confirmed their part of All Out War, which, I mean, it wouldn't be All Out War without them. They've been a part of every All Out War event, so it wouldn't be an All Out War without them, so that's going to be great. And obviously we're now looking at All Out War. So the matches I'm officially locking in for you right now are, we're kicking the show off with that Apex Championship number 1 contendership match. The winner will face Queen Hayden at Chamber of Champions. And the matchup consists of course, Madison Weaver, Abigail Foster, who earned the match last week, Amelia Drakeford, and Caitlin Palmer. So the winner of that matchup will face Queen Hayden at Chamber of Champions. We then, of course, have the DK Championship on the line. Bob takes on Ian Parker. We then have the FEW Women's Tag Championships on the line. Protects the Kingdom take on the team of Shadowfire. Then have the Undisputed FEW Championship between Luke Ventura and Arthur Wayne. We then have the duo of Daniel Baxter and Callum Watson, call themselves Golden Jag, taking on obviously Delta Strike, King Morgan, and a partner of his choosing. So that obviously the winner of that match will determine the stipulation or the match rules for Chamber of Champions. That's why this has happened. Originally, it was going to be Callum Watson and King Morgan, but King Morgan had enough of all the shenanigans from both Baxter and Callum Watson, so he said, "Okay, let's have a tag match. Winner gets to choose stipulation because I don't want basically anyone costing basically me this championship again, like what happened back in April." So that's why this match has been set up. We then have a submission match between Megan and Jessica Walsh before our main event, that All Out War matchup. Born in the Darkness taking on obviously the former team known as Tronic Kingdom, the team of Thomas, Queen Hayden, Alex, and Ari. So excellent looking matchups on heading your way at All Out War. So I can't wait for you to see them. So until then, I hope you enjoyed Showdown, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And, well, I'll see you on the next video.